Good morning students, welcome my channel Bhuloks Mathematics. Last class I have already discussed about some important MCQ which is very important for forthcoming board examinations like chse, cbse. So today we have to discussing about previous year 2025 council examination MCQ. Okay, the questions are written in the blackboard. Now we have to work out one by one. So write down the question number 11. Question number 11. What is the minimum value of 2x plus y subject to x plus 2y greater than equal to 6? X greater than equal to 0, y greater than equal to 0. Answer is 3, 5, 6 and 0. What is the minimum value? So first of all, you have to convert the inequality into equality. Write down the step. Convert the inequality into equality. Okay, so x plus 2y is equal to 6. Then we have to make one box. For points on x axis, we have to put y equal to 0. For point on y axis, we put x is equal to 0. So x, here it is y. x0 means 2y is equal to 6. Y is equal to 3. Then y equal to 0 means x is equal to 6. X is equal to 6. Now we have to draw the straight line in two-dimensional plane. Write down. We have to draw a straight line in two-dimensional plane. Here it is 1, here it is 2, here it is 3, here it is 4, here it is 5, it is 6. So it is the x-axis. Okay? Here it is 1, 2, 3. So when x is equal to 0, 0 is here. When x is equal to 0, y equal to 3. Here it is 3. When y equal to 0, then x is equal to 6. Here we have to mark one circle. Join these 2 points by using scale. That gives rise to a straight line. Okay? That gives rise to a straight line. X plus 2y equal to 6. Write down the name. X plus 2y is equal to 6. Okay? So, this is the straight line by using these 2 points. Now, here considering the inequalities, half planes are drawn which is indicated by arrow mark. So here it is origin. Put x0, y0. 0 greater than equal to 6. Okay? 0 greater than equal to 6. So the arrows will be away from the origin. So these are the feasible region. Okay? So our aim is to find out the minimum value. Okay? So evaluating the objective function at each corner point. That of evaluating the objective function at each corner point. Here it is a objective function 2x plus y. Here it is corner point. Write down corner point. So here it is one point A, 6 0. Another B is 0 3. So A 6 0. 6 0 means you have to put x is 6, y is 0. So Z1. 6 when you put here it is 12. Then B 0 3. 0 3 means you have to put x is equal to 0, y equal to 3. So Z2 is equal to 3. So out of 3 points, the minimum value is 3. Write down The minimum value is 3. The minimum value is 3. Okay. So in answer it is 3560. So the correct answer is 3. Correct answer is 3. Okay. First of all, for graph, first of all we have to convert the inequality in the set of constraints into equality. Then second step, draw the lines in two-dimensional plane. For that we have to take one point on x-axis by putting y equal to 0, and you have to get a point on y-axis by putting x is equal to 0. Join these 2 points by using length scale, that gives rise to a straight line. Then considering the inequalities, half planes are drawn, which is indicated by arrow mark. Since origin is put here 0, 0, 0 greater than equal to 6. So 0 is not satisfied. So the arrows going away from the origin. So there are 3 points, 6, 0, 0, 3, evaluating the objective function at each corner points. So one value will give 12 and here it is 3. Since it is unbounded problem, maximum does not exist. If minimum exists, that is one of the corner point of the region. Okay. So the minimum value is 3. So this is the answer of this question. So now we have to discussing about question number 10. Write down question number 10. Write down the question number 10. If A and B are independent, probability of A is equal to 0.7, probability of B conditional A 0.5, then what is the value of probability of B? So write down, given answer, write down question number 10. Given probability of A 0.7, then what is the probability of B? Our aim is to find out probability of B. Since A and B are independent, write down, since A and B are independent, so probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. Since it is independent, two events A and B are said to be independent if probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. So here it is given probability of B conditional A. So that is one formula, probability of A intersection B divided by probability of A. Okay. Since A and B are independent, we have to apply probability of A into probability of B divided by probability of A. Probability of A, probability of K cancel on numerator as well as on denominator. Probability of B by A is given. Probability of B by A is given 0.5. Here it is. So write down probability of B is equal to probability of B conditional A 0.5. So this is the correct answer of this question. Since A and B are independent, probability of B is equal to 0.5 because probability of B conditional A is 0.5. So here the answer is 0.7, 0.35, 0.4 and 0.5. So this is the correct answer of this question. Okay, so this is the correct answer of this question. Now let us take question number 9. Write down the question number 9. Question number 9 is given. What is the value of x such that 2 tan inverse x is equal to sin inverse root 3 by 2? So write down the answer, question number 9. 2 tan inverse x is equal to sin inverse root 3 by 2. Sine inverse root 3 by 2 is equal to sine inverse sine pi by 3. It is a sine pi by 3. Sine pi by 3 value is root 3 by 2. Sine inverse of sine pi by 3, that is pi by 3. Okay? Sine inverse of sine pi by 3 is equal to pi by 3. So 2 here multiplied. So tan inverse x is equal to pi by 6. 2 will be divided there. Tan inverse x is equal to pi by 6. And what is x? X is equal to tan pi by 6. Tan pi by 6. Okay? Tan pi by 6 value is 1 by root 3. The value of tan pi by 6, the value is 1 by root 3. But in your option, 1 by root 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 4 and 1 by root 5. So the correct answer is 1 by root 3. So the correct answer is this, 1 by root 3. Okay? So this is the question number 9. Now we have to discuss about question number 8. If a line is perpendicular to y-axis and makes an angle measuring 30 degree with x-axis, then what is the angle made it by with z-axis? 50 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree and 45 degree. So what is the result? We have to discuss it. Write down question number 8. This is one line. Write down. This is a line. This is a line. So suppose it is a line LA. It is X. It is Y. It is Z. X axis, Y axis, Z axis. This line is perpendicular to Y axis. Perpendicular to Y axis. And making an angle 30 degree with x axis. This line making an angle 30 degree with x axis. So what angle it made with z axis? Our aim is to find out the angle that made by the with z axis. Here suppose it is alpha, it is beta, it is gamma. So write down alpha is equal to 30 degree. Cos alpha means LA is equal to cos 30 degree. Okay? Cos 30 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. Cos 30 degree root 3 by 2. Beta is equal to 90 degree. Beta is equal to 90 degree. Cos beta is equal to cos 90 degree is equal to 0. That means m is equal to 0. Our aim is to find out gamma. Gamma means what is the value that made with z axis. We know one formula. Sum of square of direction cosine of any line must be equal to 1. That means L square plus n square plus n square is equal to 1. Sum of square of direction cosine of any line must be equal to 1. So L is here root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 whole square. Here it is m is 0. N square is equal to 1. So n square is equal to 1 minus 3 by 4. So n square is equal to 4 minus 3, that is 1 by 4. So n is equal to plus minus 1 by 2. So n means cos gamma is equal to 1 by 2. So that is the value cos 60 degree. Cos 60 degree is equal to half. So cos gamma is equal to cos 60. So gamma is equal to 60 degree. So that line LA making an angle 60 degree with z axis or 120 degree with z axis. But in our choice, the answer is 50, 30 and 60 and 40. So the correct answer is 60. So question number 8, that is from three-dimensional geometry. The cosine of the angle made by the line in the positive direction of x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively is called as a direction cosine. We know sum of square of direction cosine of any line must be equal to 1. So here it is cos beta is 0, cos alpha is given. Our aim is found out what is the angle gamma with z-axis. So that is the answer coming out 60 degree. So that is the question number 8 is completed. Okay. So now let us take question number 7. What is the question number 7? That is from the vector. That is from vector. Which vector is normal to both I cap plus k cap and I cap plus j cap? This is a vector. Suppose this is a vector. Another vector is here. So this is the vector. It is a vector. It is b vector. A vector is given as I cap plus k cap. B vector is I cap plus j cap. So A cross B is a vector which is perpendicular to both A vector as well as B vector. Our aim is to find out A cross B. A cross B is a vector which is perpendicular to both A vector as well as B vector. That means normal to both vector A vector and B vector. Here we have to find out A cross B. A is given, B is given. Our aim is to find out A cross B. Write down A cross B vector. I cap, j cap, k cap. The component of A vector, I 1, j 0, k is 1. Here I is 1, j is 1, k is 0. Okay, now evaluating. Determinant I cap. You have to drop this line 0. Here it is minus 1. Here it is minus j. Here you drop this corresponding rows and corresponding columns. 0, minus 1. Plus k cap. Here it is 1, minus 0. So we get minus I cap plus j cap plus k cap. So this is the vector which is perpendicular to both A vector as well as B vector. But in our choice, I cap minus j cap plus k cap, minus I cap plus j cap minus k cap, I cap plus j cap minus k cap, and I cap minus j cap minus k cap. When we have 2, here it is, what is the result? Minus I cap plus j cap. Here the answer is I cap minus j cap plus k cap minus I cap plus j cap. Here it is suppose k cap. Okay, so the answer is B. The answer is B. Okay, because I cap you have to drop this 0 minus 1 minus j. Here we have to drop this 0 minus 1 k cap. This minus this. It is k cap. Minus I cap plus j cap. It is k cap. Okay. So the result is minus I cap plus j cap plus k cap. So this is the answer of this question. Okay. So plus is there. Now we have to discussing about the question number 6. Write down question number 6. If A is equal to I cap plus 7j cap plus 4k cap, B is equal to 3I cap plus j cap plus k cap, then what is the unit vector in the direction of A minus B? So our aim is to find out n cap, unit vector. So we get that A is given Write down A vector. Question number 6. A vector is equal to I cap 7j cap plus 4k cap. B vector is equal to 3i cap plus j cap plus k cap. Our aim is to find out the vector A minus B. Let it see. A minus B. A vector minus B vector. I cap plus 7j cap plus 4k cap minus 3i cap minus j cap minus k cap. Because minus be there. I cap minus 3i cap minus 2i cap 7j cap minus j cap, that is 6j cap, 4k cap minus k cap, that is 3k cap. This is C. Our aim is to find out the C cap. Write down C cap. C cap means C vector divided by magnitude of C. C vector divided by magnitude of C. So C vector minus 2i cap plus 6j cap, it is 3k cap. Magnitude. Magnitude means this square, this square, this square. It is 4, here it is 36, here it is 9. Okay, so we get minus 2i cap plus 6j cap, here it is 3k cap divided by 49 square root is 7. So this is the answer of this question. Minus 2i cap plus 6j cap plus 3k cap divided by 7. But in our choice, what is the result? You see there, one is 1 by 7 2i cap plus 6j cap minus 3k cap. Here it is 1 by 7 minus 2i cap plus 6j cap plus 3k cap. Here it is 1 by 7 minus 2i cap minus 6j cap plus 3k cap. Here is another 1 by 7 2i cap minus 6j cap plus 3k cap. But our answer is minus 2i cap plus 6j cap plus 3k cap divided by 7, which is in the B. So this is the correct answer. This is the correct answer of this question. Okay. Thank you to all for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel, like my channel and share my channels.